Hey Kevin, your Tonka dump truck is all done, and just want to make a quick video here and show you all the features and how everything works on it. The transmitter is all labeled, all the functions on there are labeled, and I have your like we discussed on the email. I made you a nice custom machined wheel to run your steering, so you can steer it, and your throttle's here on the right hand side. You just bump the throttle, that'll start it up. And on the left hand side, let me back it up and so you can see the front of the truck better here. So the top left switch here are your running lights, and the next switch over are your high beams, which are set pretty darn high. They're probably more than twice as bright as your low beams. I made the low beams, it doesn't probably show up that way in the video, but I made the low beams a little bit, not very bright, because it looked kind of cool because it's a really old truck. But yet you can still flip on your high beams if you need it, if you're running it at night. It's going to shine really good for you. When you raise the left stick here is your horn. But now you have to go past halfway to get it to work, which is nice. So that way there's no way you'll bump it. And also this is your dump bed. Move the stick to the left, raises it up, and that lowers it. And what else we got here? Oh yeah, and the beacon. The far right switch here, every time you cycle it, it's a four function beacon. So every time you cycle the switch, it goes through them. There's a fast rotate, a slow rotate, a slow flash, and then a fast flash. That's kind of neat. So you can actually go one more time and actually just turn it right off. Pretty cool. And I put to my rear view mirrors on there and made the custom bended wires to fit nice against the cab of the truck, and put CB antennas on there, and made the polished aluminum wheels with the small holes to give it a little more of a steel wheel look. I think it was a good idea too of yours to just leave the body the way it is and not paint it, because it looks cool with the satin black frame and the polished wheels. Because even though this body is old and beat up and scratched and chipped, the metal's in fantastic shape. There's hardly any dents on the whole truck, and there's no rust on the truck at all. So it looks pretty cool. Looks even better in person, the actual body itself. And it's cool how you have all the marks in the back of the bed from the tailgate being flipped up. Probably from when it was played with however many years ago. Kind of neat. And yeah, I made your hanging mud flaps on there. And the tail plate. I'll show you the tail plate on it. Show how well she can climb here. I don't want to flip it though. It won't flip. Gives you an idea how much. It's all-wheel drive and it's got BBs in the tires. So it's a pretty heavy truck, and it certainly will go wherever you want to go. And back it up here. Oh, rip out a tree here. So there's your tail lights. And you saw the reverse lights when I was backing up. And yeah, so that's your custom aluminum tail plate. And I put a ball and hitch on there to pull a trailer around. And I can give you some idea of a couple different trailers we use behind these Tonkas. And you have the tailgate latch is automatic. Pulls right out of the way for you. And locks for you. Works pretty good. It's pretty reliable too. You don't have to mess with it. Every once in a while you might have to tweak it one way or the other if it closes too soon or too late, but for the most part you shouldn't have to touch it hardly at all to tweak the way it closes. But it does rely on gravity, so the truck has to be either level or facing downhill so that the tailgate closes before the lock rises up. So, oh yeah, let me show you the inside of the truck. I got a driver in there, and I also, this cab doesn't come with a steering wheel. I also drilled a hole and put a steering wheel in there too. I don't know how well that'll show up in the camera. But let me pop open the cab for you. Back this up a little bit. Now, anytime you want, when it's powered up, regardless of where the steering is, you can just lift the cab up and just let it rest against those front tires. It won't hurt a thing. You can hear the servo's not even complaining. You know, there's no extra load on the servo. But one thing that's important to remember is don't make sure that anytime you power the truck up, the cab needs to be down. Because what if, for example, if the steering was straight and your transmitter had the knob turned all the way over to one side, and then you lift it up and then lock those tires straight and then turn the truck on, it could damage the steering servo because it's going to try to turn it all the way to one side even though it's being stopped by the cab. So just make sure this cab's down when you power it on. And your on and off switch is right here. That's off. And I just did it. And that's on. And here's your speaker. Your charging jack is right here. See, that shows up on the video. Yeah, it does. That's your charging jack. It's a 2500 milliamp nickel metal hydride battery, a NIM pack. So charge it at like 1.5 amp all the time. And one thing you have to know about these nickel metal hydride batteries are, if after a month of use or even a couple months of use, or if you let them just sit for a couple of weeks, some of the cells will get out of whack. You'll get 1 or 2 low cells, and you'll notice your capacity's gone down. The truck only runs for maybe an hour before it dies. All you have to do is charge it fully at 1.5 amps, and then charge it like 2/10 of an amp until it peaks. And it may time out the charger and take 2 or 3 or 4 hours to get all the cells level, but it'll bring the pack back. It'll even the pack up. Your receiver's in right here, and there's also this is actually 8 channels I'm running on. So you have the 6 here, and I also have an expansion attachment on the system to run, so you can get 8 channels out of it. And all your electronics are in this plastic box there. They're all enclosed in the box. And I think that's it. That's your truck, and I'll shoot you an email and talk with you soon, Kevin.